Hi, my name is Isabeau Keonaona Waia'u, and I am an artist originally from Wailuku, Maui, now residing in Portland, Oregon. And I'm better known as a musician and singer-songwriter, but my art expands beyond that medium. I am a Kanaka Maoli Wahine of mixed heritage, and I'm really glad to be able to tell my stories. So for this exhibition, initially I felt like I was really stepping outside of what I usually do for my art. And whereas that is true, the more time I spent in preparation and planning and trying to dream up what I actually wanted to do, what story I wanted to tell, what I wanted to use to tell that story, the more I realized that I have been doing this kind of storytelling. I have been creating this kind of art, potentially on a smaller scale, always as kind of an assist to my music. But this time around, my music is not absent, but it is more the backdrop of this exhibition. So this exhibition is an opportunity for me to take what I usually weave into music, into song, and to bring the words, the poetry, the visuals out into like tangible form. So it feels very different, or it felt very different initially than what I usually do, but the more time I spent with it, the more familiar it was, and it was nice to be able to just lean into this kind of space and this kind of expression. Yeah, so I knew how personal this exhibition was from the moment I decided upon it. That's not a surprise to me. Yet over time, because life is a lot, life is busy, I was just tinkering on it, dreaming about it, building it, and before I knew it, I'm in the mix of it and realizing, wow, this personal story that I meant to tell about my family, my community, the streets, the literal street I come from, how vulnerable it was. I meant for it to be vulnerable, but I don't think I realized just how personal this was. So there is a very, very clear, direct line to the community that I come from, that birthed me and raised me and shaped me, the best parts of me and maybe the most hurt and broken parts of me. So there's a very direct line to it. It is a very obvious thread. I am giving platform, wall space, and attention to stories that are everyday ones for me, but I know get missed in the mix of things. So there's a direct line there to the actual community I come from. Yet it is not meant just for that community. It is meant for them, but I believe that the community that I exist in here in Oregon, in 3 words, I would say I cannot. I'm gonna do it in 3 phrases. So 3 phrases that describe the work I've done here. First one would be on a very like physical, what I see tangible, life-size dioramas. That's one word. Life-size dioramas. Second, really long, not a real word, actually a phrase, would be making ordinary sacred. And there's one more word / hyphenated long phrase, because I'm too long-winded, would be rinse and repeat. And what I mean is that there is value in oral storytelling. There is value in the practice of hearing the stories over and over again, even if you heard it before or you thought you heard it before.